Great. So, welcome everyone to this special webinar. I'm Mansur Malik from PMI Chapter KSA. It's my honor and pleasure to be the host of today's webinar. A very warm good evening to all of you who have joined from the PMI KSA chapter, specifically in this webinar today. We are delighted to have you all a diversified group of project management professionals in this webinar. Your participation is the key to the growth and the vibrancy of our community. Now, before I will introduce the speakers of today, let us talk about something that what this webinar is all about. So today's webinar topic is the unleashing the power of positive intelligence, ignite project management excellence. We all know that the world is changing rapidly in a challenging way, and organizations, in order to sustain, they have to keep the pace with it. And for that, we have the project managers and the project leaders. They are there to drive those challenges rather than vice versa. So how we can do our part in this challenging environment? For that, we have to be aware about the emotional intelligence. And to explore further the aspect of emotional intelligence, we have the power of positive intelligence today. That will be explained by our speakers of today's webinar. Now it's time to introduce our speaker of today's webinar. Our speaker today is Mr. Hazem Muhammad. He's an electrical engineer and electronics and communication. He's working currently with SABIC Saudi Arabia as a lead project engineer. He's having more than 10 years of vibrant project management experience. Mr. Hazem is a certified PMP, RMP, and VAM. Our session of today will try to make it as interactive as possible. So in that case, you have the choice either to raise your hand or you can write something in the chat box, the clarification you want to discuss and to clarify. And our speaker will respond to it accordingly. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce our today's speaker. Please help me welcome Mr. Hazem Muhammad. Mr. Hazem, virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mansour. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم اهتدى بهداه. Very good morning, very good evening, and very good afternoon to everybody. Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, and really صباح الخير, مساء الخير to everybody who is joining from Saudi Arabia, from the Middle East, or even from all around the world. Really, I am delighted to present today's session to all of you guys, where it's going to be an interactive session, and we are going to talk about unleashing the positive intelligence, the power of positivity inside our body, and also it's going to be transferred to everybody around us. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who attended this meeting. I know it's a little bit hectic with the time. Maghrib prayer, Isha prayer in Saudi Arabia, or even in Bahrain or in UAE. or in your country. Really, I am sorry, but this is the way how we arranged this webinar, and the time it has been set from my side. So I am thankful to all of you guys who attended this meeting. And here I'm going to share a very powerful message that it could support all of you guys in order to unleash the power of positive intelligence. And here I will, with this time, I would like to start my PowerPoint presentation and my material, which is going to be presented to everybody. But first of all, my screen is visible to everybody. I would like to see in the chat if my screen is visible or not. Yes, okay, thank you. So first of all, everybody heard about emotional intelligence, or the EQ, the emotional quotient, or the intelligence quotient. And here we are going to talk about the positive quotient. And first of all, as an introduction, we will go to the agenda first. And since Mr. Mansour has introduced me to everyone, I will skip this part. But be, I will skip this part. The second item, what we are going to talk about, what is positive intelligence, and what is the positivity mindset and the project managers, and how it is linked with the managers and the leaders. And last but not least, how positive intelligence is impacting projects and how it is impacting our life, how is it is impacting our relationship with my kids, with my wife, with my husband, with my father, with my mother, with my co-workers, with my project managers, with my directors, with my EVPs or senior VPs, or with my CEO also. And first of all, so this is a quite shocking picture. Uh, and somebody here is proposing to his beloved one. And I just would like to ask everybody here, if a man proposed to his beloved one, what is the greatest risk that he could face when he proposed? Yes, Ali and Naif, Rami, Mansour. Yes, the biggest risk, not in this picture, the biggest risk if somebody proposed to his beloved one is not the commitment, it's the rejection from his beloved one. But this guy who has a very positive thinking, he said, I will take my beloved one to a place in order to reduce that risk, and she will say yes by any mean, by anyhow. So the positivity in this guy is to eliminate the risk or reduce the risk and turn it into opportunity and turn it into a strength that it could uh, strengthen the relationship between him and his beloved one. And just, and this is a crazy one, a crazy place where to propose. However, I just want to know, where is this place? And if somebody knows this place, uh, uh, could could tell us in the chat, the webinar chat, if you know where is this place. Actually, this place, it's a real place, and this guy has proposed to his girlfriend, and I, I believe that she said yes, because if she said no, then he will he will push her. So this place called Kirag, and it is located in Norway. Uh, it is a very nice place to visit. I hope, inshallah, next time I hope, inshallah, next time I will go there and I will take picture with my family there, inshallah. Inshallah, but peacefully, inshallah. طيب, just to go through my PowerPoint presentation here again. If you would like to know more and understand emotional quotient or positive quotient uh, with entertainment, I urge everybody to watch this movie. This movie, it's a nice movie made by Disney. It's talking about a girl who has all of those emotions inside her head. And the movie, it talks about the emotions and how the emotions, they fight, they struggle among each other in order to be the, the emotion that it appears from her. So we have embarrassment, we have anxiety, we have fear, we have anger, we have sadness, we have disgust, we have envy, we have envy, and we have joy. So all of those emotions, it, it struggles with each others in order to be the emotions that it appears into that person. So, and they are some of them, they team up in order to shine joy or in order to shine anxiety in the movie. I don't want to burn that movie to you, but I urge everybody to watch that movie in order to understand what is positive intelligence, what is emotional intelligence, and how it could impact us in our life. It's a very nice movie. I watched it 2 times, and each and every time I see it, I learn a lot. I just want to know from each and everybody here, if somebody knew about the emotional quotient quadrant. What are the emotional quotient quadrant? Did somebody cross this information, did cross the emotional quotient quadrant in emotional intelligence course or emotional intelligence book? What are the emotional intelligence quadrant? Did some, I would like, since it is an interactive, I would like never. Yes, Mariam, self-awareness and self-awareness. What else? Social communication, relationship management, and mm, empathy. It's no empathy. It's part of it, yes, but it is not one of the quadrant. It is part of the part of the items. The remaining is one quadrant, one of the quadrant there. Self-management. Thank you very much. So, so those are the emotional quotient quadrants. We are having self-awareness. We are having social awareness, we are having self-management, and we are having social management. If you would like to have a social management or social awareness or self-management, you need to start first of all by self-awareness. You need to know yourself first. You cannot act socially. You cannot manage your social boundaries. You cannot manage yourself till you know about yourself, to know about your emotions, how accurate your self-assessment, how you are self-confident, or when you are going to be happy, when you are going to be sad. So you need to learn more and more about self-awareness. And those kind of awarenesses, it happens when you do self-assessment, answering a lot of questions related to you in order to know much more about you. Once you will learn the knowledge about yourself, then you will act upon it. So once you will have First of all, the self-awareness, it will enable you to go for social awareness and self-management. And from the social awareness and from the self awareness, you will know how to do also the social awareness, which is organizational awareness or service orientation. And part of that, as mentioned by one of the attendees, is empathy. And there is empathy. Also, there is apathy and sympathy. What is the difference between apathy, sympathy, and empathy? And this question also I would like, first of all, what does it mean, apathy? Apathy, empathy, and sympathy. Yes, apathy, no feeling. If I saw somebody who is in a big trouble, then I don't care about him. So I will do nothing and I will ignore him and I will move from that occasion or from that circumstance or from that event. Empathy, to feel for others and to act. Because sympathy, you will feel for others without action. So those are the difference between apathy, sympathy, and empathy. Sympathy, you will feel, but you will not act. For empathy, you will feel and you will jump into that event like the firefighter in order to grab him from that event to save him. Even if you get burned, even if you get hurt, but you will try everything like the mother, like all the mom. الله يعطيهم العافية يا رب ترزقهم الجنة يا رب أمهاتنا وأبهاتنا كمان. When the mother, her kids, they get sick, then they will feel empathy more and more. How they will take their kids to the doctor, how they will give them the medicine, even she will not sleep that night because of that medicine. Instinct. Thank you very much. Then self-management here, what I'm going to ask here, as to say here, we are going to have the self-management. How? By increasing my awareness about myself, I will have more transparency to myself and then transparency to others. Then I will have self-control, self-confidence. I will adapt more. I will achieve more. I will be more initiating to the environment of my work. Also, I will be a source also of happiness, a source of joy, a source of positivity to each and everybody. Then later on, I will do this social management. How I do the social management? The enablement of those social management. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, then the social awareness and the self-management, it will enable you how you do social management, how you will increase your leadership, how you will influence other, how you will change, how will you do with your team, and how you manage your team, and how you will build bonds between all the members of your team. Those bonds, it will never be erased if you are a good leader, if you are a good project manager. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays we are facing a very challenging days. Why? Because of the technology that it has been developed. The AI is there, the machine learning is there. And now people, they are trusting Google, they are trusting ChatGPT, they are trusting all of the resources that it is accessible to their hands, and they don't trust anyone who read a book. If somebody told you, I read a book about that information that happens, oh, okay, let me ask ChatGPT. I will go to the artificial intelligence. I will go to wherever, I will go to Google and to ask in order to give me those kind of information and how I'm going to act. That's why now we are living in the wisdom era where I need to be more and more wise in order to manage the situation around me. How I will be wiser, how I will enable my sage mode is about to know yourself more and more, about self-awareness. So I would like, there is, in this session today, there are two assessments where we can take those two assessments in order to know more about ourselves. So I would like to ask you, would you like to take the self-assessment now, or you would like to take the self-assessment by the end of the session? Just full screen, actually. Sorry. Okay. By the end, no, by the end, no, 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 no. By, okay, okay. I will share with you. Okay, if you would like to take it now, we will break for 5 minutes. So everybody will take 5 minutes to make that assessment. If you would like to make it at the end, so we could make it at the end. And but please, I would like the interactive session till the end of the session. So once we finish the explanation, we will start to do the self-assessment. And I don't want anybody to leave the webinar. I want you to finish the webinar by sharing your experience with this self-assessment. D'accord? Okay? Okay. Okay. Just wait a minute. So, and here we are going to start. What is positive intelligence? We heard about emotional quotient. We heard about intelligence quotient, but we didn't know about, يعني the positive quotient, it's like, it's, it reduced recently, and it has been defined, and there is a lot of books talking about the positive intelligence. There are some courses, it talks about positive team or positive leader. So what about positive quotient? So the best friend or the worst enemy that you have is your mind. So your mind is going to be either your best friend or your worst enemy based on the situation that you are facing and how you are going to utilize your mind in order to let your mind to manage and act in that situation, in that circumstances, for either the best way that you need or the worst way that you need. So as per Shirzad, he identified or he defined the positive intelligence is an indication of the control that you have over your own mind and how well your mind acts in your best interest. So imagine that you have you become in a very tough situation where if you let your mind act fast without thinking, without controlling yourself, then maybe you will be angry. Then once you will be angry, a lot of electricity will come to your body because our body, it talks about the nerves, the neural system, the neurons, which it could float into your own body, generating a lot of electricity. And once electricity is there, magnetic field is there. I will talk about it in the next slides. It's a little bit more and more complicated, but it's going to be a very funny to know about what is the relationship between the electricity and our own body. So positive intelligence is an indication of the control you have over your own mind and how well your mind acts in your best interest, and how your mind will send the neurons to another cell in order to act for the best of your interest. So, what are the mind modes? In our brain, we are having mind modes. That we are having the thriving mode and we are having the surviving mode. The thriving mode, it is the inner sage of myself, where I have compassion, I have gratitude, calm, clear-headed, creativity, best course of action, laser focus to my situation, to my problem in order to fix it. For the surviving mode, which is the negative part, it is the inner saboteurs, which is it creates stress, frustration, anger, shame, anxiety, also guilt and shame. Actually, shame it is written 2 times. Sorry for the typo mistake. However, those kind of saboteurs, it will destroy you. So whatever you are having there, we need to control it and we need to manage it. We need to manage your anger. Everybody, this is what we heard, and this is what we heard when you ask for an advice. If somebody, are you good in working under stress? Yeah, say yes, I am very good in working under stress. But I will tell you, working under stress, it will destroy you. If you continue to work under stress more and more, then it will destroy you by any mean, by anyhow. That's why most of the US military soldiers who went to Iraq, Afghanistan, and they sit there for so many years, they went home to US. Some of them, they are getting treated psychologically. Why? Because a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and then maybe some of them, a lot of guilt they have faced in their life, and then they seek the treatment psychologically in all of the for the rest of his entire or her entire life. So working under stress, it will create frustration, anger. But sometimes I need to manage stress. I need to turn that stress into a healthy environment, and I want to let my team to work with empathy, compassion, gratitude in order to transfer that stress into an inner sage. So this is how the power of human brain. And before I'm going to start with this slide, I would like to see if somebody has any question or any interaction here. Yes, being optimistic, seeing opportunity in all difficulty, always seeing working towards solution. Good, Abhash Kumar, that's great. Being optimistic, please check. Okay, please check full screen slide. Listen, understand. Up to okay. Okay, Abhash Kumar, he said, play and listen to music. Do what you like to reduce the stress. Okay. Can we recharge our human brain by positivity? Yes. That's why meditation is there. That's why, ya salam, that's why meditation is there. That's why thinking about the creation, swimming, doing your what you like, from what kind of sports you like, dancing, reading, visiting a lot of countries, seeing a lot of cultures. It will recharge your human brain. And once you are interacting with either yourself, since yes, most of the people who did the test of the emotional quotient, some of them, they are extra introvert or extrovert. Even the introvert, he could recharge his human brain by doing the activity that he likes. And for the extrovert, he could also engage with a lot of people in order to recharge his brain. Why we create stress? It is most of the time created by us humans, so we should avoid it in the first place. Yes, I agree with you. Stress is created by the human being, but who created? Either you create it for yourself by putting for yourself a very challenging timeline, a goal that you cannot. That's why one of the good methods in order to put a goal for yourself, it should be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, with a good time schedule or with a good timeline. Don't push yourself. Like if somebody would like to uh, memorize the Holy Quran, or if somebody would like to have the master's degree in 6 months, or he would like to be a golden medal Olympic player with short time of training. So it will create a lot of stress for him. So either it is created by others, by project managers, by project leaders, by the team that you are having in your organization, or it's created also by myself, either by myself or by others. So that's why we need to avoid that stress. We have Mr. Mansour said self positive talk. Uh, there are a lot of introvert teachers also, leaders, but they are leaders if somebody observed them very well. They could be a leader, like he's a silent leader. He doesn't talk, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't engage with, or she doesn't engage with anybody. But when you observe her, you will learn more and more about her. And then you will get motivated by her. And she is teaching you with not a direct way, indirect way. Surround yourself with positive energy people, surround yourself with energetic people. Yes, thank you very much. Actually, the screen here is full. Maybe the font is smaller, and this is a lesson learned for me to uh, or let me stop sharing and I will share. Just wait a minute. Mm, yep. Okay. So I hope now my screen is good enough for everybody. Okay. So the human brain is an intricate intricate organ that manages memory, emotions, thoughts, touch, vision, breathing patterns, and every procedure that controls the human body. And we know that the human body, it has its brain, and the brain with the nerve system, with the neurology, with the neurosystem that we are having, it is generating electricity. And those electricity that, so the average power consumption of a typical adult is 100 watt. And the brain consumes 20% of this, making the power of the brain 20 watt each and every day. This is daily. So the typical adult daily the power consumption is 100 watt as an average, and the brain consumes from that 100 is 20 watt. So in electricity, the power equal voltage multiplied by the current. So we get into some science in order just to know how it happens. When I get stressed, I get sick, I get frustrated, I get angry, and when I am happy, I am getting healthier, I am getting more, I will be more joyful, I will be more empathetic, and uh, I will have more and more passion to seek my let's say achievements, to seek my goals. So I would like to let you see, this is the picture here, where I'm going to show you here. Just wait a minute. This picture, okay, spotlight. Yes. This picture, it represents when a current goes and flows into a line of a conductor, it creates a magnetic field. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you see somebody for the first time, either you will feel comfortable to talk with him and to have a chat with him, or you don't feel comfortable to talk with him. Why? Because what happens in our human body, in his human body or her human body, the situation that I come from and the situation that she come from, the energies, it will emerge with each other's, and so the fields, it will emerge with each other's, and then it will impact us. Like you can see somebody who is angry, and then, no, I don't want to talk to that guy because he's angry. Why? Because also his energy is not good, it is negative. That's why the tendency of people is to look into the positive people, the positive leaders, and to be more and more attached with them in order to learn more. That's why the people here, they like how to deal with those positive peoples, those positive leaders. So, and the neuroplasticity here is the brain ability to change and adapt due to an experience. I remember there is one guy, I met him in Atlanta, Georgia, and actually he was a bit handicapped because he had a health issue. But how he restored his health, how he restored it, in order to teach his neurons with some kind of actions that he does, because to revive his legs, actually to revive his legs. So he start to listen to music, and his brain starts to learn more and more about the neuroplasticity, because when he starts to do the music, because he's a guitarist, he starts to move his legs. And later on, by the time and time, he told me that those kind of exercises, uh, let's say, helped him to revive his neuro system in his legs, and it get better and better. So the neuroplasticity here, it is a situation that you are facing, and how your neuro system will adapt and change the way that it will work due to that experience. It happens with the brain reshapes its network of connection to adapt a particular task or stressor. So once you will face a situation or an event that it creates more stress, your neuro system it will flow, but it will not go to the positive side. Most of the time, it goes to the negative side. In positive quotient, in the positive intelligence, we need to learn more and more how to control our body, how to teach ourselves. If there is a stress, how I take a deep breath, how I will walk and be away from that stress for a couple of times in order to rethink how I'm going to act, and then I will turn my neurons from the positive, from the negative side, and I let it to activate the positive side of my neurosystem. This is like in terms of science, but it has a lot of work, a lot of practices, or a lot of training. How I'm going to train my muscles, how I'm going to train myself to control myself, to know more and more about self-awareness, social awareness, in order to be to deal with those kind of events and to turn the neurons from the negative sides to flow into the positive sides. Yeah, like if some guy, like you were driving, and then like a truck just went to your side while you were driving suddenly, how it's going to work? You will start to curse, you will start to shout, you will start to blame. Or if you are a project manager, how you are going to act with if someone from your project engineers or from your project team, from your IT, came to you with a big problem that the objective of your project has failed because of that problem. You will start to yell, you will start to uh, shout, you will start to spread the negativity, the negative energy between the teams. And inside your body, the neurons, it goes to the negative side of your system. And when it goes to the negative side of your system, it will increase the possibility for having irritated bowel syndrome, blood pressure, anxiety, and so illness. And you will end up going to the doctors, having a lot of medicines, shorten the quality, or you will impact the quality of your life because of your health. Okay, so I will go to the, okay, no, please do not create stress here. Okay. Okay, looks okay, but there is a black box in the screen. Okay, sorry, because of sometimes I'm using my mouse. Okay, uh, by this, and this is the way. If you are a project manager, if you are a project leader, having a lot of tasks, either New Year with family, uh, you are having a task with your director, you are going to have tasks with your teamwork, team members, and then later on, a lot of tasks, a lot of deadlines, then a lot of stress will come to you. And if you don't know about, if you don't know yourself well, you don't have self-awareness, then you will lose the temper and you will be in a stress that you cannot manage, and it will impact you directly. That's why positive quotient, it's very important to know about yourself. And once you know about yourself, you know about your mind, then you will turn that your mind to act for the best of your interest. Okay? So the mental fitness requires the ability to intercept and discredit the saboteurs. What are the saboteurs? What we say? The shame, the apathy, the let's call it the guilt, being guilty, yelling, shouting, stress, frustration. Those kind of things, it happens in project management. Why it happens to why it happens in project management, especially for project managers, project leaders, program managers, portfolio managers. Why it happens to them? Because of, sorry, the 6 constraints in project management and how I'm going to manage it. That's why once you, if somebody took the PMP, we are going to have scope management plan, resource management plan, cost management plan, risk management plan, quality management plan, and time schedule management plan. Why those plans? And also we are going to have the other constraints in project management, but it's not in a project, like the stakeholder management plan, or what so and so project management, so and so management plans. Why we are having those plans? Because if something happens that it creates also stress to the team, they will know how to work, how to act to eliminate that risk, to reduce that risk, or to control the cost, not to have more change order, to manage the resources, to increase the quality in order to have less defect systems produced by the project, and also not to have scope creep. So we control also our scope. So we are having two people who are raising hands. Agree, delegation will help you to solve a lot of workload. Okay, just wait a minute. Just yes, Abash Kumar. Please, Abash, you can. You are muted. So if you would like to talk, unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You raised your hand.
No, I didn't raise.
Okay. So sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
No problem. No problem. Who is the other guy who raised his hands? Just wait a minute. Somebody would like to interact here to add more and more information to everybody. Okay. Yeah, I can see now. Who's here? طيب. Yes, Azam Khayyat. Mr. Azam, unmute yourself.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. And thank you for your interaction with us here and participation.
والله thank you for these events الصراحة. I would like to even يعني attend more of these يعني the more we talk, the more we can discuss these things. We can share the issues we face. Maybe we can find other methods to resolve these issues.
Okay.
Some comments يعني I have الصراحة يعني I have faced يعني a couple of issues. I think the starting point of every solution is every person has perspective on how to resolve these issues. If you always take the negative impact and you take it all on your own, you'll, in my experience, you will have health issues. You will have issues with your contract. You will, the issues will come into your personal life. I mean, you will always reach a point you cannot return. And to resolve these issues, we have a couple of items. Use collaborate more with your colleagues, delegate more, use applications that can help you manage and detect those risks that you will face. You will definitely face risks. You will definitely face changes. It's better to plan how to mitigate than facing the issues, ignoring them, and then facing reality. That's يعني I would like to keep it short يعني الصراحة. Hopefully in our next sessions we can discuss other items. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Azam. Jazakallah khair for your interaction. I agree with you totally. And taking most of those items that you have talked about, talking to your team, being more collaborative, using a lot of softwares, a lot of applications to ease the work, to make it more and more flexible to everybody. It's great and it's amazing. And I will share one story with you guys. And it happened to me personally. One of my superiors, long time ago, he is seeing himself as a very positive guy, while he is giving a very tight schedule to his tasks that he needs, and he distributes those tasks to everybody as a project engineers. And once those tasks didn't finish, not on time, before time, he starts to blame. And he starts to blame in front of other people. And that it creates a lot of disengagement between the teamwork or the team members and that leader. Later on, when we talked to him in a very open discussion, we told him, sir, you see yourself as a very positive leader while you are not. He says, how come? Why? How did you observe that? He said, I know that I am very positive. When you ask about something, if you ask about excuse to go to home, I will give it to you. Okay, thank you. You are giving, but once it's dealing with tasks, you are not positive with us. And when we talk to him transparently, he said, no, I am positive. He doesn't want to change. Why? Because the self-awareness, it wasn't there. He doesn't know himself. And this is one of the things that one of the things that it happens in my career. Sorry, before that, can somebody would somebody like to share with us his experience, or we go through the material? Actually, we don't have that much material left. So if you would like to participate with your thoughts, yes, we need to be a servant leader. Thank you very much. Hello? Yes. Am I audible, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because maybe I faced a little bit issue with my screen. Okay. Feel the others' need. Thank you. Share PDU, please. Inshallah, we will share it. Don't worry. Mr. Mansour, if you could share the PDUs in the webinar chat, it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, we will share it.
You shared it?
We will share. We'll share.
Oh, okay. Now we will go to the assessment. Okay. Just wait a minute. My screen is visible now or still?
Yeah.
Okay. So the project managers who are having high positive quotient are successful because they are going through all project challenges and issues with clear mind and laser focus in order to transfer or in order to transform the threats, the weaknesses, the threats in the projects, the weaknesses in the teams into opportunities and strengths. Please note that you need only to learn from your past. What happened in your past, it was in the past. Keep it in the past, learn from it, and be a new guy with that experience and help yourself to build yourself into a better person. So Hazem Al-Khayyat before 20 years is a different Hazem from now, because now Hazem has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. He went a lot of very difficult events, or very good events, very joyful events, very sad events, that it shaped his personality and his experience, and now he can know, he increased the knowledge, and he will be a better person into dealing with new challenges, with new problems, and he will know how to manage himself, how to act based on the experience that he gets. That's why there is a very beautiful message. Everybody has gone through something that has changed them in a way that they could never go back to the person they once were. So you were a person, but don't be that person. You are a new person with a new experience. And every time you are learning a new experience, a new knowledge, that it could be useful for you and for your team to manage your projects and to manage yourself and to have good social engagement. And even though you are going to have social achievements and individual achievements. And by this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for attending my session here. And by the end of this session, that's why I made it 1 hour and a half. We are going to have two self awareness slides, where there is going to be two assessments. One, your positive quotient assessment, and the other one is your saboteur assessment. And those two assessments is based on Mr. Shirzad book, which is the positive intelligence. Please take a scan of this QR and start your assessment. And once you will finish your assessment, we will take just 10 minutes for this assessment, and 10 minutes later for that the other assessment, the saboteur assessment. And let's have a quick discussion, 5-minute discussion for each assessment. So I will leave you now for the PQ assessment in 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we are going to discuss it for 5 minutes. And after this 5 minutes, we are going to take the other assessment. If I can share the link. Okay, I will share it. I will share the link, but just a minute. In those two assessments, ladies and gentlemen, there are some advices in the website. Please take care of those advices. Whatever comes first to your mind, please answer the question with the first thing that it comes to your mind. What happened? Just wait a minute. Okay, I'm sharing the links now. The first one is the positive quotient assessment, and the second one is the saboteur assessment. First, Mushira, did you finish the first one, the positive quotient assessment? Okay, we will take another 5 minutes. Yes, please share the second one. Okay, just wait a minute. I would like to have an interaction about the positive quotient. What are the questions that you have faced? And how did you find those questions? And how did you find those questions? And did you know more about yourself with those questions or not? Which one? That's good. That's good. If you are having difficult questions, it means you need to dig deep more and more to know about yourself. Please share the second assessment. Okay, before that, okay, Mr. Sami, if you could, I will, Mr. Sami. Sami. Yeah, okay. I will share it, but I will allow you to, I will give you the mic. I want you to share with us some situation that you have gone through within project management, or tell us about the assessment that you have done. So if you could unmute yourself and share it with us, it would be appreciated. Or I
Hello,
would like.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
Assalamualaikum
salam.
and good evening to everyone. And Mr. Hazim, your session was really good. First of all, I should thank you and the assessment is really nice. I already filled it. The questions are very unique questions, and I found myself more. Okay, as I answered these questions. Basically, I am a very positive guy in my life, and as on project, as everybody knows, there are times when we are in stress, we are in that situation where we have to control ourselves, and we have to control the team also. We have to share our sorrows and our joys with the team. That it happens normally. So that I want to share with all of the people here, all of the attendees here in your session. And really, it was a very nice session, and I enjoyed
Thank
up
you,
till
thank
now.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. But okay, I would like from Mushira Muhammad. I will give you the mic. I would like you to share your experience. So if you could share it with us, please.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Mushira.
Thank you very much for this enlightenment. I liked your lecture style very much. I think you have done much self-awareness. You're a very relaxed person. That's wonderful. I have been working for so many years and realized that emotional intelligence is really important. So you have to start. There is a very famous movie by Disney called Bambi. I'm sure maybe your kids have seen it or you know about it. And in that movie, the deer has a baby, and the rabbits are celebrating the birth of the new baby deer. But the baby deer cannot stand, so it fell immediately. And the one rabbit was laughing and making fun of the deer. And the mama said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And this was my motto in life. But then I improved it because there is always something nice to say. There is always something nice to say. You just need to find it. And once you find it, you start making a bridge with the people around you. I think you will have a very smooth flow after that. That's my, I was very clear in the assessment because you take this as a methodology. You start by looking at the person very clearly and deciding what is good and clear about this person that I want to compliment before anything else happens. And then after that, we start discussing if I have a disagreement, if this person is late in submission of certain work for the flow of the project. After this breaking of any barriers of any hate, anger, I don't, alhamdulillah, I stopped having these feelings a long time ago. It's a sickening attitude. It makes your life shorter. You don't want to be an angry person. Nobody wants to be that.
Yes, I agree with you totally. And thank you for your insight, for giving us the insight. And actually, the movie I watched it, and it has a lot of messages. And one of the
I'm
messages,
gonna
as you
watch the
mentioned,
movie you recommended too, because I liked very much what you said about it.
actually, it's a very nice movie. It's now in the cinema. You can
Mhm.
book and you can go and watch it. It's an amazing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mushira. Thank you. Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. So this is the second assessment, the saboteur assessment. And I would like from all of you guys to take this assessment. Hamza Al-Ghamdi, because I'm not aware of the PDU thing at all. Okay, Hamza, actually, those kind of webinars, it is arranged by Project Management Institute, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia chapter. And if you are having the PMP, the Project Management Professional, Risk Management Professional, or any of the Project Management Institute certificate, you could utilize those PDUs in order to register it in your system and renew your license. So, or you, renew your certification. This is the way of the PDUs and how it works. And the only thing that we could share here is the PDUs. Hope I answered your question. There is one question also shared by Bashair, I think, Bashair Al-Juhani. We could take this I will take this question after we discuss the saboteur assessment. Okay, Mr. Kumar. Abasha Kumar. Okay. Let us discuss it. How did you find those questions of the saboteur assessment?
Can I speak now?
Yes, you can speak.
First of all, good evening, sir. Myself,
Good
I am
evening.
from Bahrain.
MashaAllah.
I am working as a project manager in Airmec company in Bahrain and handling complete MEP works. The session was like assessment. First of all, assessment felt like I'm doing psychometric analysis, like of the mind, like how you feel, what is your instinct. So, and it's like a rapid fire round. The questions are were like this, and what the session what you explained is really is useful for everybody in today's life. Like it can be correlated, like the quadrants what you said. It is is very important nowadays. I feel with so much distractions now, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you tend to forget. You in the project you have to follow up for many things. People, the if you tell somebody to do the task, you have to follow up
Yes.
till it is done. I feel being a PMP, I always ensure that communication is 100% important in PM project management, and clear communication with your requirements till it's done.
I,
So
I agree with you totally, especially nowadays. We have a lot of distractions, a lot of softwares, applications that could it distract us, and it doesn't make us focus on the task itself or in the environment itself. Like you have the emails, you have the Skype, or you have the Teams, or you have the Zoom, and a bunch of emails comes to you, a lot of meetings. So
yeah.
a lot of distraction will be there. With it will could enable the frustration within you, and that's why we need to kill that saboteur, the frustration that we could face in our life in dealing with projects.
I want to share here one more. Can I share a small story for 2 minutes?
Yes, 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 please. Yes, the floor is
Actually,
yours.
one spiritual leader was giving lecture, and one of the guy he came to ask the spiritual leader, I want to make my house, when it will be done. The spiritual leaders tell him that take a pot and go and hang it on the tree, and wait for some days and come back. And after a few months he comes back, and he got his own house, and he comes back and tells the spiritual leader that you told and I have got a house. Then spiritual leader he asked to the spiritual leader how I got this. He said, because you put that pot in the tree, the bird was able to lay the egg. So you she could make her house and feed her children. So the same way, the destiny has made your house. So dua comes required by everybody in this world now. The gratitude.
Yes, the gratitude. Yes.
So, this is something and always I believe knowledge should be shared with open heart and mind.
And this is a very strong message that you have said. With open heart and mind. Yes, absolutely. So, and I remember,
Sir,
one story happened to
sir, one more minute. I'm getting anxious. One more minute, sir. I believe when I got my PMP certification, the way I got my PMP certification, I shared my knowledge and thoughts with open heart and mind. And so many people, like around 10-15 people, they got their PMP, and they gave me this feedback, and I was so gratitude. Like I only showed the path, and is your hard work and destiny. Like my view is, if you share knowledge, somebody is going ahead, it is his destiny. We should not be feeling ego or hurt. But the knowledge should be shared with open mind and heart. That's the message I want to share.
Okay, thank you, Absha. Thank you, Absha Kumar. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for your fruitful participation and fruitful interaction. Mr. Mansour? Mr. Mansour? Who's Mr. Mansour?
Yes, Mr. Hall.
Yes, if you could please share the PDUs with the people here, because we
Okay.
are, we could.
Within a minute, it will be shared.
Okay, so in 1 minute we will share the PDUs with everybody. I remember one. Thank you, Mrs. Mushira. Thank you for your interaction here. And I remember one story happened to Gandhi. There is a woman, she took her kid and went to Gandhi, and she asked Gandhi, please, Gandhi, I want you to tell my kid not to eat candy because my kid loves to eat candy. Then he didn't say anything to the kid. He just smiled and he said, hey, how are you? How's life? That's it. So later on, she came again to Gandhi and she said, Mr. Gandhi, please, my kid is he eats candies a lot, and I want you to tell him not to eat candy. Then he said, oh, kid, please listen to your mom. Please don't eat candy because it could impact your health. And she was very uh, like shocked why Gandhi talked to the kid in the second time, not in the first time. And between the first time and the second time, it was like weeks or months. Then Gandhi, he said to her, why you are amazed? She said, because you say to him now, but before 1 month or before those weeks, you didn't tell him not to eat candy. Then Mahatma Gandhi told her, Gandhi, he used to eat candies 2 months ago. Now Gandhi, he doesn't eat candy. That's why the message, it came from him sincerely with open heart and with open mind, and he was sincere with his message. Okay. The PDUs, so I decided that I only get a PDU for this webinar, even if I was not seeking or currently trying to renew a PMI certificate. If you don't have any PMI certificate, so you can keep the PDUs, and once you finish the PMI certificate, you could apply it in the in the system of PMI. I have taken but have gotten the result on email, and email is not received. You might try again, Mr. Mahdi. الله يعطيك العافية. So we came to the end of our session here. Sorry, you can copy the PDUs here and share it in the PMI website directly. If you are having a problem with the PDU code, please communicate with Mr. Mansour. Please make sure
Yes.
that the PDU code is active. Okay?
Okay. The PDU code is shared, and we will share it through email to every participant, okay, as well.
Okay.
And they
Thank
can
you.
use it on the PMI website to get their PDU.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So it will be shared to you. Okay. Now I will go to Bashair. She asked a very important question. And this question, it takes just wait a minute. Bashair. Yeah. I would like also to hear Bashair in our meeting here. So I will allow her to talk. Bashair, floors is yours, and your mic is open. Please, if you would like, you can unmute yourself and interact with me.
Thank you, but I can't speak now. Sorry.
Okay. Because I received your question here, I'm seeking your advice on how to improve my communication skills. Specifically, I would like to learn how to effectively change my language, body language, and voice to best reflect a positive and engaging personality. Could you please provide me with some tips or resources on how to develop these aspects of my communication? Your guidance would be greatly. Thank you. Thank you very much. طيب, first of all, يا بشاير الله يعطيك العافية. أول حاجة شكرا على حسن ظنك فيا. اللهم إني أعوذ بك مما يقولون واغفر لي ما يعلمون واجعلني خيرا مما يظنون. اللهم آمين. جزاك الله خير على حسن ظنك فيا. First of all, always be yourself. Always be yourself. When you talk in public, be yourself. And let the message comes from your heart. With always with respect, but it comes from your heart. Try to train more and more how to speak in public. How? Either in front of a mirror or inside your room alone. Try to have a like small introduction about yourself, and let us make it more and more either entertaining, more and more informative, with humor, jokes is there, in order to let that message come to the hearts of the people and to the minds of the people. You can learn more and more about the body language. If you would like to be a public speaker, you could enroll in one of the Toastmasters club, which is located in your area, either in Riyadh, Sharqiya, Jeddah. I don't know, most of the cities in Saudi Arabia or in Bahrain or wherever, we are having Toastmasters club, either in Arabic or in English. So you will learn more and more how to talk in public, either using the technology like Zoom meeting or Teams or Skype, or on stage. And before that, you need to train yourself before you go in front of the people to talk. Also, if you would like to start to you would like to talk in English or in another language, you need to learn more and more about that language, either by learning more words, listening to the news in that language. Like if I would like to learn Spanish, I will listen to anything that it is related in Spanish, whatever I like, either a book. Some people they like music. Some people they like movies. You need to make your ear more and more. You train your ear more and more into that language. That's why هذه كمان قضية. There is a problem. A lot of mothers they are facing that problem when they have a kid. And I see a lot of my neighbors here who had a kid when he was in USA studying master's degree. When he got back to Saudi Arabia and his kid become 2 years old, 1 year and a half, then he starts to hear the people speaking in Arabic. And that kid didn't start to talk till he become 3 years and a half. So, and when they went to the doctor say, please stick with one language in order for his ear to be more and more trained to that language. And then later on, when he starts to speak, try to teach him the other language. And this is kind of the items that we mentioned in our presentation today is the neuroplasticity. The neuroplasticity. And I will share it here again. The brain's, the neuroplasticity اللي هي المرونة, neuroplasticity in Arabic called المرونة العصبية. The brain's ability to change and adapt due to an experience. And when the people are very young, their neuroplasticity is a little bit flexible. When you become more and more older, your neuroplasticity, it become rigid more and more. So those kind of tips I given to you. Also, if you would like more insight, Bashir, we can have everybody would like. If you would like, we could be linked, inshallah, in the LinkedIn, having chat or having اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا Muhammad, or having sharing knowledge. So let us learn from each other. This is my LinkedIn, and I am welcoming everybody to add me to his and let's get connected. We are going to share knowledge, articles, webinars. Sometimes I am providing or delivering a webinar. Sometimes I am also hosting a webinar like Mr. Mansour. Jazakallah khair, Mr. Mansour, for what you have done today. And really, I would like to appreciate all of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this session. Really, it was amazing session, interacting with you, all of you. Allah يعطيكم العافية. جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much. And let's stay connected. This is my LinkedIn. I'm going to be very happy to receive your messages through LinkedIn. And you can find my also mobile number if you would like to text me in WhatsApp. الله يعطيكم العافية وجزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you وأتمنى لكم ليلة سعيدة ومساء سعيد وصباح سعيد. I wish you a very wonderful day, a very wonderful afternoon, and a very wonderful night. الله يعطيكم العافية. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم. Thank you, Mr. Mansour.
Thank you, Mr. Hazam. We really enjoyed the presentation. We have a lot of knowledge and wonderful experience shared by the different participants. And I'm sure that the knowledge that we have gained through this webinar will impact our emotional quotient in the project management endeavors, inshallah. I would like to express my gratitude to Engineer Badr Barshi, the PMI Saudi Arabia chapter president, for his visionary leadership and continued support. And I would also like to thank all the participants who took the time to in this engaging webinar as well. Let me tell also that the recording of this webinar will be shared to the each participant's email along with the PDU numbers as well. And I would like again to thank everyone, and I would request to stay connected with the PMI KSA chapter for updates on the future events with your feedback that how we can improve our future webinars from PMI KSA chapter. So this is Mansoor Malik from PMI Saudi Arabia chapter. I'm signing it off. Have a great night and see you on another webinar, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mansoor, and good night, everybody. Assalamu
Good night.
alaikum.
Salam.